Breaking news now on Up with KREM. Devastating wildfires tore through neighborhoods, destroying more than 600 structures. As firefighters continue battling dangerous conditions, hundreds of families are waking up to unimaginable loss.
And we are under a weather impact alert as we're also seeing widespread unhealthy air quality this morning as the smoke is going to be sticking around.
Propane tanks exploding, weapons going off. It sounded like a war zone.
And we're hearing from people who had just minutes to evacuate and the tense moments as they tried to get out.
KREM 2 breaking news now.
Take a look at this brand new video from earlier this morning of big flames from the Autumn Lane fire. Our KREM 2 crew spotted the flames in the 5 Mile Prairie neighborhood. As we get started here this morning, here are some key things to know about the Spokane Area Fires. Evacuation levels grew overnight, specifically in the area of the Autumn Lane fire. Level 3 evacuations are now in place for people living on the Little Spokane River to the west. Washington Governor Bob Ferguson and Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown will give another update on the fires at 10:30 this morning, and we will bring that to you here on TV and on our app. And we are watching air quality right now as conditions are already unhealthy for the Spokane area. We also just learned within the last hour that we will have updated numbers at another briefing at a 7 a.m. press conference coming up. This is Up with KREM at 6 a.m. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Jenny Power.
Well, this morning fires continue to burn across the inland northwest, and it's causing the air quality to drop to the very unhealthy range for some. So, Jenny, what do people need to prepare for as they head out this morning?
Yeah, Tim. Well, as we take this live look over the city of Spokane, now that the sun is rising, we can see that really intense smoke and thick haze that we have across the region because of these Spokane area fires. So we're under a weather impact alert for the day today, as well as through at least tomorrow because of the unhealthy air quality levels and even the potential to dip into the very unhealthy air quality category. This is when it impacts everyone. So everyone is susceptible to seeing headaches and the impacts of this wildfire smoke. So it is advised to limit your time outdoors. All of these areas that are shaded in red here on your screen experiencing this unhealthy air quality, which can be hazardous for some. It's why we also have these widespread air quality alerts in place until further notice for all of these counties that are shaded in gray, including Spokane and Kootenai counties. Current winds, that's what we're monitoring closely, especially when it comes to local firefighting efforts. And the good news is that today and tomorrow, our winds are going to be significantly calmer than what we even saw yesterday. So right now, winds have shifted. They're dropping down out of the north in the Spokane area at about 3 miles per hour sustained. We're seeing even calmer winds north to Deer Park. So silver lining here for firefighting efforts, but this is also leading to a lot of that intense smoke and haze staying pretty stagnant over the inland northwest. What we could see happen here is with that northerly wind shift, even though winds are calm, looking at the potential for some relief up toward northeast Washington and in the Idaho Panhandle, but some more of that intense smoke is going to be pushed further south into areas of the Palouse. And for example, for that Autumn Lane fire, some more of that smoke being pushed into downtown Spokane. So full timing of this in my extended forecast here in just a few minutes.
We are tracking what fire officials are calling the Spokane Area Fires. That's the Autumn Lane, Fairview, and Old Trails fires. On your screen is a map of where those fires are in relation to major cities in our area. Let's get a look at the latest evacuations as they are changing. Overnight, fire crews expanded the level 3 evacuation area for the Autumn Lane fire. Level 3 Go Now evacuations were added to areas north near River Bluff Lane and North Dorset Road, along with homes along the Little Spokane River on the eastern edge of the fire. So this is the Spokane County evacuation map. You can see just how big of an area remains under that level 3 Go Now evacuation in the area shaded in red. Now let's take a look at the Stevens County side of this fire. You can see a large red area now with those Go Now evacuations. Most of Suncrest is in an elevated level 2 Be Ready evacuation level. That is the yellow shaded areas on the map. And if you would like a more detailed look at the evacuations, we do have links to both of these maps on our website, krem.com. Let's talk specifics now on those fires. The Autumn Lane fire started burning Saturday afternoon up in the 9 Mile area, and it is moving very fast. The fire has burned just over 3,300 acres this morning and is forcing level 3 Go Now evacuations on both sides of the Spokane River near Riverside State Park. Spokane Fire District 9 confirms crews have stopped forward progress on the Fairview fire. It broke out Saturday afternoon east of US 395 at the North Spokane corridor in the Meade area. That fire burned about 1,000 acres. And then the big one, the Old Trails fire, is burning on the northwest side of Spokane. It's about 3,600 acres as of 2 o'clock this morning. Spokane County Fire District 9 says firefighters have stopped the fire from spreading further west of 5 Mile Road and south of Strong Road, which of course is good news. Right now, containment on the Spokane area fires is at 0% containment. I've been getting a lot of questions from you at home asking, how can that be? So let's explain what containment is. Calling a fire contained means there is a fire line all the way around it. So that's a physical line in the earth, cleared of things that can burn. Fire crews cut the line with bulldozers and hand crews, removing trees and brush as they go. So the fire line can also be an existing highway or road if crews keep the fire from jumping over it. For example, say a fire is 10% contained, that means there is a physical line around 10% of the entire fire. Hundreds of local families have lost their homes and everything inside. Some of the most widespread damage in the area of the Old Trails fire. That's where the Indian Trail neighborhood is. KREM 2's Regan Gallo live for us this morning with an update on how many homes and other buildings have been lost to this fire. Good morning, Regan. Tell us more about what you're seeing this morning.
Good morning, Tim. Yeah, I'm just off of Janus and Indian Trail Road, and it's certainly an ominous feeling as we were coming in here this morning, and it was still very dark outside. No power to this area still, and that smoke is very heavy as we were talking about concerns of air quality. So all those things wrapped into one, just very eerie feeling as well. Now, this is just one of the barricades actually behind me that we're seeing in this area as more and more crews and fire officials are coming into this area yet again this morning to track progress. And then actually just to kind of show the impacts of the fire, I want to show you a road, a house rather, right off of Indian Trail Road. You can see this house and then you can see truly where that fire just came feet away. And this house just got incredibly lucky. I mean, just look at that right here where this burned, and this house is still standing, although we know others do not have that same fate. So truly just to show the devastation, but also how this house is still standing. Some other details I want to make sure we do have that press briefing later today with Governor Ferguson and local Spokane officials as well to hear more. And then in the next hour or so, we're supposed to be hearing from the California Incident Management Team 2 to get more of an updated number on impacted structures. As of right now, the number still sits at 600 as of yesterday, and acreage impact is around 7,700. That's actually from this morning, that acreage impact. And we hear from some evacuees who are still waiting just to know even if their house made it at all. Milton Perkins is one of those evacuees we met yesterday. We're going to hear from him now.
I was sitting at the table and the power went out. And then after that, I got up to check the front door, and there was an officer there banging on my front door saying, "You have to leave. The fire's in the neighborhood."
And here's my childhood home.
Can't wait to get down there to see if there's anything left. I mean, we just put in a hot tub and did all this stuff fixing up the house, and you know, it was a beautiful house.
Now, the city of Spokane, of course, have said the Red Cross is open at the Spokane Convention Center. The fairgrounds is still accepting animals. The YMCA is open for respite needs, like showers and other temporary things like that, as well as Shadle Park High School is opening up today at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for any type of drop-in childcare. Now, before I go, we did talk to one of the public information officers from that California Incident Management Team. He was here this morning as we were getting here as well. He said last night there were some winds, about 25-mile-per-hour winds in the Autumn Lane fire, and he was saying that's what they were really working through. That fire was kind of coming downhill near Rudder Parkway area, and they were bumping around structures is what they're calling it, fighting that fire from getting too close to any structures or homes rather. So that's just an example of, you know, the power and the resources that are on these Spokane area fires here at the Old Trails fire, as well as Autumn Lane and Fairview too. So we're going to continue to report here from Indian Trail Road as we continue to see more people get in this area today to work on this fire. For now, reporting for KREM 2 News, Regan Gallo, back to you, Tim.
All right, Regan, We are launching our Help to Northwest campaign, which is a partnership between KREM, the American Red Cross, STCU, and Rosars. Help to Northwest will designate funds to Washington fire victims. Here's how you can help. You can donate on our website, krem.com, on the Help to Northwest link. It goes right to the American Red Cross, so does this QR code right here on your screen. Starting today, you can donate at any area STCU, and tomorrow come meet the KREM crew at area Rosars, where we will be broadcasting live and encouraging donations. Spokane County is under a state of emergency for wildfires, and several county services and departments are affected. Voters impacted by the fires have some options to participate in tomorrow's primary election. You can get a replacement ballot packet at the county elections office, or you can print a replacement from votewad.gov. You can return ballot packets through the USPS. Make sure to request a hand cancellation to ensure a postmark of Election Day. Or you can drop off your packet at an official county ballot drop box.